you folks, it's Saturday night once again. I'm in here for an adventure with good old Donna and number 10. Yes, it's Audio Who. Yes, we're back for more. And it's only with Tennant at Death's Deal Galore. Yes, it's story number 10 of Destiny of the Doctor, narrated by Catherine Tate. And we have a situation whereby you have a planet where everywhere you turn, you could end up a meal for some type of bloody creature, as well as some professors and space pirates along for the ride, as well as big giant slug insects who, well, let's just say their sides are splitting at certain points of this story. You're about to find out what we think of this tale, but before we get to that, let's get to this. It's your panel for this evening. Joining us from down under, he has a thunder Sunday morning. AJ, how it goes, man?
Hey guys, how are you? I'm all good here.
Good to see you, mate. Oh, from over the way from Mass, it's Sue. Sue, that better not be a Boston Celtics top you've got on.
Oh, it is very much.
Oh, God.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I suppose I could say go Rangers.
Nah, you can't ever shouting it. All the way from NYC, Mr. Will Medina. How goes it, Will?
Hey now, how you doing, everybody?
Good to see you, mate. And I'm from Technical. He has a beard that must be feared. As always, he's ever revered. Texas Tim Wells. Timbo, what's up?
It's too darn hot.
There you go. Spring has sprung, folks. Wonderful. So, guys, Death's Deal. Interesting choice of name for a planet. And we have potential fatal peril at every turn. There is, of course, an underlying story here with the mad bonkers professor, who we meet later on in the story. But I'm interested to get your take. Another outing for the 10th Doctor and Donna. Where to begin? Well, can I get your opening thoughts, mate, on Death's Deal? Ably narrated and performed by Catherine Tate.
Yeah, even though you could say it was a two-person show like that, because you could tell that they did other characters in this audio, and this story is great. I mean, just from the beginning to when they landed to when they left, it was a great story throughout. And you didn't know what was going to happen to anybody in this story. That's what really stood out. And I like that. Of course, the little cameo by the 11th Doctor, talking to the 10th like that. But who cares about that? But this story by itself, like you said, the creatures in this planet, all they want to do is eat you up and they spit you out. And what's messed up in part of the story, somebody gets eaten up and spit it out. So you think about that.
And loves to tell the tale. Yes.
Yeah. So it's a great story. I get into other stuff because even though you got other characters in there, it's only played by two people like that, but it stood out pretty good. It's a good story. Much better than the one I didn't do last week, but it was good.
Yeah, this story would make James T. Kirk and the crew of the Enterprise fucking proud. There's red shirts galore in this thing, and it's just very enjoyable. Timbo, opening thoughts on Death's Deal?
Oh, this is one of those rare occasions where I liked the performance and the production a lot more than I did the story. I thought the story was kind of lacking, but I remember when this came out, and I was pretty new to audio at that time, and I was really thrilled that Catherine Tate was doing an audio. I really enjoyed her performance in this. She's really good. Like William pointed out, she kind of does all these characters, and you forget it's one person doing it, most of it. But for the most part, the story just kind of grows. I mean,
well, yeah.
All these creatures and stuff. Like, I mean, she literally has to get inside one, like at one point, and it's like it's a pretty original story. I'm not gonna say it was horrible, but it's just one of those occasions where I think that I enjoyed the production more than I did the actual story itself.
That's fair game, mate. As we always say, they can't all be zingers, but as long as you can take something away from them, and it wasn't over an hour of your time wasted, they're in the ballpark, which is good. AJ, opening thoughts, mate.
I agree with Tim. I like the production values on this. The soundscape and whatnot was well done. The first 3/4 of the story was quite good, but then it sort of felt like it dropped off towards the end to me.
Okay.
It like had some pretty good action and pacing and whatnot, and then just sort of fell away. It could have been a good episode on TV if they did film it. That would have been a cool thing to see. I
don't know if that would have been appropriate for just after tea time on a Saturday. I mean,
that's all right. Yeah, fish and chips. You'd be good.
They got away with it in the 70s.
Yeah.
But for me, it was an okay story. It wasn't the best.
Okay, I'd probably concur with that as well. Sue, what about you? What were the thoughts?
I like the clam creature that she traveled with. That was fun. He was a good Donna and the clam. He was a good clam. He was a good mollusk. No, what is it? What did he call
Yeah, it was a
him?
mollusk. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a mollusk, and Donna did. I mean, Catherine Tate did amazing, and I just found out where she came up with her name. It's from that 70s soap opera or situation comedy called Soap. It was Jessica Tate is the lady's name,
Yeah.
and it was played by Catherine Hellman, and Catherine Tate took her stage name from that show. Pretty
Well, there you
cool
go.
stuff.
What's her real name?
I don't know.
That's probably Catherine something, isn't it? I mean, it tends to be the second name they just change, isn't it? So.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Lauren.
Yeah, Lauren. Yeah, or Nan. But yeah, Catherine Nan. Yeah. Anyway, me, I can come with Tim and AJ in this. I was never bored with it. Don't get me wrong. Some of the sound and the scope and the editing in this thing was body phenomenal, especially in the tunnels with the mealworms. I thought that was pretty nifty, especially when, yeah, we have to get in the old mollusk and go through the digestive system of the worm and kid on on a roller coaster somewhere in Spain. Yeah, why not? Sounds a hell of a lot of fun, even though its body grows. But yeah, enjoyable stuff. It's an hour and 8 minutes. You're never bored, folks. And Catherine Tate, and I believe it was, I can't remember who was in this, where it was the lady that played
Whimsy something?
Yeah. Whimsy something. She was quite good as the
No, it was a man.
Oh wait, Whimsy. Oh, the mollusk. Sorry, my bad.
Duncan Whimsy. I don't know.
Whimsy something. Yeah. We've been ill prepared, but he done a good one. Right. Any circumstances that stood out for you within this hour and a bit tale, folks? Excuse the pun. Well, let's do it, mate. Come on, let's have a bit.
Well, the thing that stood out, of course, was when the doctor was there with Donna on the planet, and then when he went into these people that was sort of like sightseeing.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, you had that lady with the gadget, the one that Donna called Pocahontas. And then it turns out she was like sending a signal with these crystals that was
for the miners. Yeah.
That's supposed to be used at all, but they're very dangerous. And the weird thing was we actually heard that the threat that when the girl's father used it as a weapon and jabbed the soldier or
the space pirate. He went
with it.
Yeah.
And he went like bing, and that was unusual to see the weapon like that used. That's how come it's banned and all that. I said, wow, I'm shocked that I want to know. I wonder how it could affect, like say if somebody would have like used it real hard, like a bullet like that, if it could hit like a Cyberman or a Dalek armor and pierce it, what would it do to it? That was a good, but it's just a weapon that really stood out. So I wouldn't be surprised if that crystal plot comes back in another audio story. But that really stood out right there about that thing. And you gotta get also Catherine Tate birth name is Catherine Ford, so the Tate's
there you go.
And but so you gotta give her props because her voice throughout it's playing the different ladies like that, and it was great. You gotta give her props for that. That what stood out to me right there.
Yeah, fair point with the whole crystal segue subplot. I thought that was different, and like you say, with regards to Cybermen, it'd be a damn sight better than gold. That's just my view. There we go. So yeah. Timbo, anything for you, mate? Beside the sound scope.
Well, yeah, like William just said about Catherine Tate, she does a perfect 10th Doctor, doesn't she? She does an excellent tenant. Yeah, one thing I did like is this is the 10th story in the run, and so in each story, the 11th Doctor has given each one of his former selves something to do. Mm-hmm. And in this one, they do it, and at the end, there's a bit of a twist because he just says that, we thought they were supposed to save that guy, but instead they save his daughter. So, I mean, instead, that was a pretty cool little twist, I thought, at the end. Yeah, I did.
It said save Einstein. It didn't say what was it Einstein?
Right.
Einstein,
remember the last story we did, he had to make sure that so-and-so didn't get killed off.
Yeah, the cop.
Like, this red shirt. So the idea that they got away with,
Yeah.
they completed the mission, so to speak. But I think that was the neatest thing about it.
Excellent. Sue, what about you?
Okay, quick question. What was that scientist's name?
Oh, crap.
You mean the girl's father?
The girl's father, yeah.
Oh, I forget his
Don't
character.
remember.
Professor Erskine.
Erskine.
Yeah, Erskine, yeah.
Okay, so that name is just so British. I mean, I saw Rumble of the Bailey, and it's just all about Erskine Brown. Oh my gosh! But so that's a really cool sub story. The redemption of his daughter, not him. I agree with you, Tim. I thought that was really cool, and I also like the traveling through the worm creature inside the mollusk creature.
Yep.
I thought that was just like, I mean, that was so inventive. It was awesome.
All righty. That's a new one from me. Rumple of the Bailey, mentioned on Audio Who. Fuck, there we go. AJ, what about you?
I think Catherine Tate plays a really good Donna in this one.
Hope so, that's her main character.
Yeah, I know. Also, I thought it was really cool the TARDIS getting eaten by one of those giant worms from Dune. I thought that was really cool. We haven't seen anything like that before where he gets sort of, eaten and, it literally they got to split up. Donna going off with the TARDIS and the Doctor off to save the day. And she even admits she's quite new to this still, being surrounded by aliens and whatnot on an alien planet, which...
Yeah, this is obviously slotted in early doors, season 4, so,
Yeah, so it was quite well done, I thought, with that part.
All righty. I enjoyed a lot of this stuff that's already been covered, but for me, my God, that frog tourist guide who, let's just say, Froggy went a cotton and he did slide, you get turned into a milkshake, and I loved it. Couldn't stand to be told. So, yeah, glad to see him go, or her, or whatever it was meant to be, but yeah, didn't like the frog. Sorry, one in the Willows. What else was there? The crystals have already been mentioned. I did like the fact you had the bog standard story. The Doctor and the companion get separated, and they're off doing their own thing. It wasn't shoehorned in or anything. They both had equal amounts of stuff to do here, which also can be a problem sometimes. But I think they managed it pretty well here. So kudos to the writer of this tale. And with that, guys, quick, dirty and simple open mic portion of the cast. Anything else you want to bring up before we get this rated, zippled, and done for the evening?
Well, my one question, of course, because a lot of ships have been crashing on this planet, and of course, almost nobody survives. But they leave their machine to send out a signal for rescue, and since there was a bunch of them, that's what was causing the planet to act so erratic. That's that's in the end the Doctor destroyed the signal for being sent out like that.
He also destroyed the mining ships.
Oh yeah, there was nobody, there was no crew.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like I said, but since the lady in the beginning of the story sent out that signal and the mining crew was there, that means that there are people that are aware about those crystals that are going to try to go there.
I think that's why the daughter stayed back at the end of the tale, wasn't it? To continue their father's work with the micro.
Well, I think to warn everybody to stay.
That as well, obviously, but
Because those crystals were deadly. Remember, the guy accidentally touches one and he gets.
No. He got poked by the girl's father.
He got scratched.
But he dies within a few minutes.
Yeah.
And the two doctors discussed how dangerous they were.
Indeed, dangerous crystals, indeed, for gritted teeth, I might add. So, yeah, interesting concept, those crystals. I wonder if I will touch on them again sometime in the road. Anything else, guys?
About the crystals, they were radioactive, not poisonous, so they wouldn't really have much of an effect on the Cybermen.
Well, there you go.
But they did remind me of the planet Midnight, where the Doctor and Donna went there for that tour.
Oh yeah.
Remember the entire planet was like radioactive with crystal.
Yes. Anything else, guys? No.
No.
In the words of Ace Ventura, alrighty then. It's that time again.
FYI, if your lady says she's training to be fit, tell her to prove it, but see if she could fit your dick in her mouth.
Well, that's one long job right there.
Oh, God.
The views of Audio don't necessarily reflect the views of Mr. Wamadina. Designated Doctor, story number 10. Death Show. No, it's a Dick Show. Tim, what do you use for a 10, boy?
I'll give it an 8 out of 10. It's a pretty good story. I think it's like I said, the production of it was more exciting for me anyway at the time. It's one of the better of the series, I would say.
All right, then. That's good to know. Fantabidoji. Sue, what say you?
I'll give it a 9 out of 10. It was really fun for me. Thanks.
Alrighty, 9 out of 10 then, Massway. MIC, well, what's the number?
I'm gonna give it an 8.5 out of 10. It's a good story, and I like we've been saying. I like to see a follow up to this crystal thing if it comes back to haunt one of the doctors.
That list of world sequels wish list is getting longer, Big Finsh. You're pretty much fucked. AJ, what say you?
Yeah, I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10 too. It was okay, but it wasn't the best.
Excellent. And I concur with the bearded down there. It's 8 for me. It's a good outing for Catherine Tate. It's a decent story. It's an hour and 8 minutes. And hell, the sound scope and editing is absolutely phenomenal. Go give it a listen. Just don't eat your dinner while you're doing so. And with that, guys, done, dusted, and finito, and in the can for the evening. Join us in 2 weeks when we will conclude, well, at least carry on this saga with story number 11 and this batch of stories for Matt Smith's Doctor. And character yet to be named, portrayed by Jenna Coleman. We'll look forward to that. And I can't remember the name of the
Time Machine. The Time Machine.
The Time Machine. No, H.G. Wells is not involved. We'll give it a go and we'll see how it flows. Please join us for that. Please check out our buddies in the wonderful wacky world of the YouTube. Get the guys and dolls that Geeks assembled with their TV, audio heads, and movie reviews. You get Dr. Freedom and his news broadcasts and his Omega Files, as well as his friends of Dr. Freedom and Eric. You get Sammy Carter, Johnny Blues, Mike Shannon, and other online. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz. We're getting the hell on out of here. It's Saturday night. It's time for beer.
And see if the wife is back to training.
Yes, and remember, folks, if you fall asleep at 3 a.m. in the morning and your phone starts ringing, don't pick up when it's fell apart. Good night, folks.